Inakuwaje watu wangu wa nguvu, mimi ni presenter Ali, your entertainment PA, and by the way the air is always for amazing. Siku zote natia bidii kuhakikisha kwamba nakuletea stories tofauti, na leo I've been honored to meet one of the greatest travel vloggers from Africa. I am _Marwa. Ukiingia pale kwenye Instagram unamuona, na pia all around YouTube nina imani kwamba umepatana na videos zake kadhaa. How are you doing, my brother?
Man, I'm doing great. Thank you so much, man, Presenter Ali. Yeah. I like your intro, man. It's so smooth. Yes.
Thank you very much. Nice to finally meet you.
Man, me too. I'm glad to have this interview with you, man, today.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is one of the questions ambayo nimekuuliza hapo awali. Like when people ask you, what do you do?
Yeah.
What do you tell them?
My job is to travel the world. That's how I make my living. That's how I make my money, in short. If I don't travel, I don't make money. It's just that simple.
As easy as it sounds.
Yes.
Is it easy? Is the job easy?
It's like any other job. There's ups and downs, but I think sunny days are more than the non-sunny days or the rainy days.
Yeah.
In short is, we have challenges, but in general, it's the best job ever.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sure you were not born, just traveling.
Yeah.
The idea just must have come from somewhere.
Yes.
Like, hii idea ilikupata ukiwa wapi, and when did you really start traveling?
So one time I moved from Kenya here to Colombia, a very miraculous way. To cut the long story short is, we were still in the university and we were many guys there. And one of the guys got an opportunity to go to Colombia. But before that, I had already told my besties what I want to be. Like me, I want to travel the world. I want to go and go and go. So this guy came and told the group of boys, and the boys told him, hey, tell Marwa he's the guy. Just like that, bro. 2 months down the line, I was in Colombia, and I started making now my content in Colombia. Yes, then to cut the long story short is, in Colombia, I started making videos, travel videos, showing people what Colombia is, the food, nightlife, dating life. And here we are today.
So you really didn't start telling the Kenyan story?
No, I really didn't. I started telling the Colombian side of story of nightlife, dating, me as a Kenyan or me as black in Colombia. Yes, cost of living in Colombia, because that was by then my environment. Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. And when you did that, was it that at that time that you realized kwamba you can make money from it, ama it came later on?
The funny thing is, when I started making YouTube videos, I had no idea of even making money, to be famous, to be this traveler I am today. I had no idea it's gonna be like this, because by that time even there were no many YouTubers. Yeah. It was around 2016. I just did it out of passion. Just also I was doing it to show my friends back home here in Kenya. Yeah. Like, look, man, I'm having a good life here, because they thought Colombia is like a disaster country, like drug cartels and stuff, but it wasn't. So I was kind of showing my besties back home in Kenya, like, look, I'm living a good life. Look, there are beautiful girls here. Look, there's ABCD here. Look, me, I'm living. So it turned out that people from Kenya actually never responded to me like, hey, we like this video. People from all over the world were responding. People from Italy were saying, hey, Mara, we like the video, man. Do a video about this topic. Then I did the video of that topic. Guys from the USA would say, hey, man, we love your videos, though we don't even understand your accent, but we still love that video, man. Do more. And I did more. Just like that, bro. Yes.
That's amazing. I'm also trying to understand at what point now did you start monetizing? You're like, because at some point it reached and you realized maybe that traveling is expensive, and I really need to monetize these and know how to make more money.
So the funny thing is, during those days, you started YouTube and YouTube was paying you the same day. Yes, you just started like this. Monetization started in 2018. But during those days, I made my first like $0.01. I think the first day I put my YouTube video. So actually, like, I was very, very happy, like, wow, man, this is me who made this money. And I took it to one of my co-teachers, showed her name was Paula, like, hey, look, Paula, I made this money. She laughed at me. But me, I was very happy because I didn't see the money. I saw like, wow, this thing can actually, you can get paid. For me, I didn't care how much money it was. Me, it was like, this money just came. That was it.
Yeah. Yes. So you actually said that you are in campus. What course were you taking?
So I schooled here in Nairobi in JKUAT,
Yeah,
Juja campus, main campus, actuarial science. Yes, I graduated in 2015. So in short, I've been to school. Yeah.
Did you ever get a chance maybe to practice what you studied?
Not really. I'll say it's just helped me. You know, in life, education is just like supposed to help you not to be cut off by some certain groups or jobs. For example, they can say, oh, you want to be an MP in Kenya, you need a degree.
Yeah.
So you see, if you don't have a degree, just like that, they cut you off. That's how I see education for me. But I don't see education like something that it signifies success. Zero for me. Education is just something that, hey, it's good to have it because there are too many people who, if you have the degree, it keeps you somewhere. It gives you one step ahead of something, but not really like you need it. Actually, when you don't have a degree, I think even you think smarter than a guy who with a degree. And I'm not trying to say if you have a degree, you don't think smarter, but I'm saying somehow people who don't have degrees tend to be more smart, tend to go out of the box, knowing, man, I have nothing, but I have to create something. Like musicians, like artists, you know, or designers. They have to think, they have to be, man, you know, I lack a degree. Okay, how can I compensate that with something else? Yes.
Wow. And now, looking at what you're doing, and probably other people, there must be other people, of course, doing the same thing.
Yes.
Do you find it a challenge that other people are doing whatever you're doing?
No, I don't. Because one thing in life is, as a human being, our biggest problem is greed. We want more. So if you see somebody with some numbers, you want those numbers to be yours. But the best thing in life is when you are contented with what you have. Yani ukisha kujikubali useme mimi niko na hii 10 lakini nataka nifike 10.5, 11, si hata 30. You just want to do some progress. The idea is just keep moving. If it's a progress, especially positive progress, that is it you need. So in this big world, you have your chance to survive, bro. Yes, you don't have to care about others, even what they are doing. You just focus on your art, improve on your art. Just ask yourself, how can I make my art better? If the answer is, I have a formula, then you are doing good. Yes. Not, how can I be like them? No. If you want to do like that, is when you are starting. Maybe you don't have anything, then you look up to them like mentors, but not like competitors, no. And the funny thing is, when you compete with people and you keep not winning, it kills your morale. You start feeling, what am I doing wrong? What's wrong with me? No, but when you focus on your art, there's no day you're going to look, people actually going to look at you, be like, wow, look at this person.
Yeah.
Yes.
What would you say has been one of the most beautiful places you've been to?
Too many places, bro. Too many places. And you know, sometimes beauty varies from beautiful women to beautiful environments, food, people just being nice to you, or going to that nightlife party and having that crazy night. So it's too much, bro. I can just say my life is just like every single day. It's just like a movie. It's just so beautiful, bro. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
You actually get to experience different things every time you go anywhere.
Every single day, bro.
Yeah.
Every single day I wake up in a new bed, new environment, new language, new city, it's every single day.
And how do you actually manage to keep your social life intact? Because I'm sure you have friends here in Kenya,
Yeah.
you have family,
Yeah.
and probably you're dating. How do you actually manage to keep that life intact?
My idea is just to be simple. Even if you check on my Instagram, I just said simplicity equals to freedom. When you are simple, things just flow. Don't complicate. For example, let's say your mom wants you to eat and she's going to shout at you, come and eat. No, she doesn't have to do that. She can just say, hey, if you feel hungry, there's food right there. That is it. Very simple. So when you make things simple, even your life just becomes simple and things just flow. And when you reach at a point where you feel it's too much for me, oh man, I'm feeling pressure. No, step back. Be like, no, let me take a 1 week break, man. There's more life than just what I am supposed to do. So you take a break, go to a beach, just chill, live simple life somewhere, drink some coconut water, and man, you feel so fresh again.
And at some point, record that experience and make some money out of it.
Exactly. And also the idea is, like for example, traveling, you make yourself a star. So this is like this. you know Marwa. So you'll be like, Marwa today is in Hawaii. Marwa today is in Japan. Marwa today is in Kenya. It's not about Kenya. You're going to watch Marwa in Kenya. So when you make yourself a star, life becomes easy. You can film a video right here, sitting and just talking something, and boom, people still watch.
Yeah,
But
it's Marwa.
it's you the star. But if your videos depend on other people, then it's about, this guy is not interesting, so no, the guy he's interviewing is not so interesting. So things change. So, but if you make yourself Presenter Ali, what is Presenter Ali doing today? So people come to look for you, then find you with Maro, then it's like, wow.
Yes.
But if you make Maro the star of the show, then you, at some point, you understand my point? Yes.
I get your point.
Yeah. So when you're the star, you're free.
Yeah.
You can wake up and say, guys, today I want to show you where I'm sleeping today. Boom, people watch. But for you to be that star, you have to create something that puts you in that position.
Yes.
For example, you've traveled more than other people, or you've done something more extraordinary that people always come back like, oh, that guy they associate you with something else. Mm-hmm. Yes.
For example, soon I'll be in Malawi. Have you been to Malawi?
No, I haven't, but it's one of my dream countries. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. If I wanted to ask you about it, but because haujaenda ni sawa. But let me ask you another thing. Which has been one of your dream countries ambayo ulikuwa umesema kwamba I have, to go to this country na did you achieve it?
For example, going to the US. Yeah. Let's just be very honest. Many people want to go to America. Yeah. Even just to step on it and say, okay, I just stepped on that country. So for me, going to the States was a dream come true. Yeah. Because first is being born just a guy with nothing, And I didn't use my uncle's statement. I didn't use anybody. I just went myself, and they just accepted me the way I was those days. So that's, for me, is like a big dream. And going to these places like Hollywood, even sometimes appearing in some movies or series. So it's just like a dream come true. And going to places like, say, Los Angeles, you say, oh, so this is what Los Angeles is. So this is Miami. Oh, so this is Hawaii. You'll be like, wow, bro, we just did it. Yeah.
There's probably some young people out there who, want to travel the world just for fun, just as vloggers, and others just to, experience the whole thing. And they're like, hey, but traveling looks a bit expensive. What would you tell them?
So traveling is expensive. I will not lie about that. Anywhere, even in Nairobi, you're sleeping in an Airbnb, you're going to pay a lot of money. But the thing is, find a job, especially online, that you can always get paid while traveling. So it keeps things moving. You are spending money as you're making it. For example, learn a lot of online jobs. Even there's forex trading, actually. Yeah. There's things like creating things like social media, YouTube and stuff, YouTube channels like Ayamaro here. Yeah. Or you can also do things like Airbnbs. Yes. You can have a lot of Airbnb somewhere, you leave a manager managing it, you keep doing your stuff. You can learn coding. You can create websites, sell them. Yeah. So there are too many ways.
The beauty of all these things is the fact that you can just do them online.
Yes, you can be anywhere in the world and still win. You can be in Hawaii chilling and just doing your stuff. You just need to be disciplined. Like, okay, I'm in Hawaii, yes, but I need 3 hours for my job. That is it, bro. Yeah. The next time you're in Japan, you still do the same thing and you get paid. Yeah. Yes. So
I want to know, how does Marwa, plan his year? Do you say kwamba huu mwaka nataka kwenda this country, ama you're like, let's just see how this year goes?
Let's say if I had a strong passport, meaning like a European passport, I'll be planning. Mm-hmm. But having an African passport, you can't plan much. Yeah. Sometimes you go to places, they start giving you a lot of problems. Mm-hmm. So you just flow with the vibe. But the idea is, no matter how, you keep moving. Wow. Yes, that is it. So no matter the case, no matter how things are turning out to be, you keep moving. Yes.
Do you feel like it's hard shooting in Africa than in the rest of the world?
Yes, it's very difficult shooting in Africa. For example, drones are very much prohibited in Kenya. In other countries, you can fly them. America, you can fly drones. They don't have problems, especially in places where they don't say. For example, you cannot fly drones in national parks or places like airports. Yeah. So technically, they just tell you, don't fly it here, but the other side, you can do your thing. Yeah. But where a country blocks everything, they want you to register, they want you to pay thousands of Kenyan shillings to just know how to fly a drone, which you already know. to them just give you a paper in the name of a license, and you're a young guy trying to pull yourself down, man, you know. So it's a hard situation, and I think one of the reasons Africa we are not successful is that you go to America. There's a young guy who came to Africa here, I think 2 days ago. He was flying
The solo pilot, yeah?
pilot.
Yeah, yeah.
So imagine
16 years.
16 years.
Yeah.
At 16, this guy is traveling the entire world with himself. But imagine you as a black or African trying to do the same dream. People will think you're crazy. People even will push you away, tell you you cannot. We cannot even trust you. So that's how we kill our society, while others really progress. So we need a very open-minded type of government that looks up to like things like drone. They should just say, if you have a drone, go to some certain office and register it. That's all you need to do. Yes. So if your drone, let's say, flies in the airport, we are able to say it's your drone which flew there, but not just banning it and wanting license. And the process of getting this license is too difficult. And imagine other countries.
Do you feel like such things are necessary, like on at a personal opinion?
In terms of,
saying that you need a license?
no, okay. If the government feels we really need licenses, then it should be a smooth process.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be like only maybe you have money for you to get a license, like paying 200,000, I think, to go to a drone fly school, and you can go on YouTube and learn these things. And you go to other countries where there are kids or youngsters like us, they do it for free. They don't need license, they just buy a drone and teach themselves, and they do it. So you are competing in two environments. Same people want to survive in this earth, but one government is very open and the other one is very rigid. That's all, bro. And the funny thing is, when these officers do these rules, they don't think about their kids. Their kids will be born right in this country. Right now you're the boss, but tomorrow your kid will be the next victim. They cannot fly. Yes.
I want to ask two questions in one. Of course, you've traveled to over 50 countries, but I want to know, which one would you say, which country gave you probably the best experience, and which country gave you the worst experience, and what were those experiences?
So my best experience, I'll say many countries give me best experiences. Many countries. Everywhere I go is a vibe. I go to Jamaica, is a vibe. I go to Trinidad and Tobago. Colombia still wins because it's like the first country I went to. It built me. So it's more of attachment than even the experience. But the worst country was Dominican Republic. They were very, very racist. They don't like blacks there. And also because I had a very bad encounter. They nearly killed me there. I have a video on YouTube.
What? I have to watch that.
Yes. If you go and watch I Am Marwa, Dominican Republic, you're going to see that video.
They nearly killed you. What happened?
They killed me, man. There were like 20 police officers that beat me up, and man, it was just crazy. Go watch the video. Yes. So that was one of my, and they didn't actually know when people arrest you, they have to ask you, give us your identification. So they see where you're from, but they just came and started beating me up. So even me, I didn't know if they were police or not because others didn't have uniforms. I saw just guys with normal clothes, and after some time, police showed up. And they were the same group, so you can't tell who is who, And they didn't tell me why they were beating me up. What? They should tell you, your crime is this. And actually, there's no law in this earth which says police should start beating you up. Police should arrest you, tell you why they're arresting you, and also even show the identification, tell you, hey, I'm a police officer, I deal with this department. We want you and us to solve this issue. We think you have a problem. But random people just walking in the street and starting holding you. You don't know if they are cons, you don't know if they are police. Yes. Very dangerous. And sometimes you can react. Maybe you want to fight back because you don't know who these guys are. So something like that happened to me in Dominican Republic.
Did it make you feel like, hey man, I don't want to do this anymore?
No, it made me stronger, and also being an influencer, I put it out there. So I felt like I felt good because through my videos and through being Marwa, I was able to educate the world. Like, look, man, we have these situations. And too many people came and commenting the same. Oh, when I was there, I went through this. So even the government reached out to me and news media, but I didn't want to make it a big story. So I just said, just watch my video. That's all. Yes.
Which are some of the things that, you've probably witnessed and you're like, man, this is very, very strange. I never knew it ever existed in the world.
For example, you can go to countries where boys look girls.
What?
Boys look girls. And actually very beautiful girls, you might think. And you find out it's a boy.
Men look like women.
Super beautiful. More than the real women.
For example, which country was that?
All over, man. All over, especially countries out.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what was your first experience like? You met a boy and they're like...
No, the funny thing, you can go to a club, you see actually there are girls, bigger boobs and everything, but it's a boy. Yes. And really beautiful. I'm talking about top. Cute.
And how do you get to know it's a boy?
So it's with time. It's with time you learn these things. It's with time you learn these things.
Wow.
Yeah, huge culture shocks, bro.
Wow.
Yes.
I think that is...
And they're very aggressive sometimes. Not all, some. And they want to dance with you. Maybe because you're black, you're from a different country. They want to... Countries like Thailand.
And it doesn't mean that they are sexually attracted to you.
They are.
Oh, they are.
Yes.
And they've made themselves very beautiful.
Really beautiful than normal girls.
What about in Africa? Probably one of the countries you're like, wow, I never knew this.
No, the biggest culture shock in Africa is corruption. It's too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
It's very sad, actually.
I went to Mozambique. It was crazy there, man. Like, an officer would not give me a stamp to exit the country until I gave her money. Yes, she would tell me. So when I was arriving in Mozambique, I went through land border.
Yeah.
Then I was leaving, I was flying out. This lady was telling me I have to go back through the same land border. But all she wanted was money from me.
She could have just said, I want some money. Yeah.
I've never seen that anywhere. So the level of corruption in Africa and rules in terms of filming, it's wild. You know, I go to Mexico, bro. I'm working with my camera anywhere. Even you film police and they are in your videos, they don't have a problem. But try it here in Africa. People will beat you up telling you, where are you taking my face?
Yeah.
Yes.
Looking at whatever you're doing, what should you say is your ultimate goal in life?
To go to every country in the world. I hope I will be able to achieve that, though my passport is really, really hard to do that. But I keep struggling. Yes. I have my own struggles, especially like getting visas and stuff. But at the same time, we keep moving, you know. We cannot say, okay, now it's... No.
So, right now, Marwa, able to party to Siri. What is your next destination?
I'm planning to go to Europe. I've never been to Europe. I've been to other continents like South America, Caribbean, USA, North America, Asia, Central America. But I've not been to Europe, especially inside Europe. But in the airports, I've been to very many airports in Europe. Like, for example, Amsterdam. I've been there, I think, like maybe 5 times, sometimes 8 hours layover. But you see, this is Amsterdam, but you can't get out because you don't have the visa. So I want to try Europe for summer, 3 months. That would be okay.
Yeah. Do you honestly? Just give me your honest opinion.
Yeah.
Do you feel like I can do whatever I'm doing, while traveling and make it fun?
The idea is you have to change a little crafts and make your topics more international. Okay. For example, if you're interviewing people, you have to ask them things about their social life, how is dating life here, how is, if you want to interview people. And you can still shift to vlogs because people still know you as presenter Ali. You can do vlogs. And actually the best idea of YouTube is don't just do one thing. What if that one thing dies? For example, let me give you an example. I used to do a lot of nightlife videos. Like I go to clubs, tell you cost of living, we are in club, this. Let's say Mombasa nightlife, you're going to find my videos, Nairobi nightlife. But COVID came and they closed nightlife. No bars, nothing. So does it mean I kill my career? No, you shift. Yes. Yes.
So I can do it.
You can do because you're still the main character. Yes.
Wow. Imekuwa ni amazing conversation sana. Tumekuwa tukipiga story na Marwa. Nimejipata nazungumza kizungu sana, but ni ile tu.
That's good.
Yeah.
Maybe even my audience will watch this also. I will share it. Yes.
At least wapate kujua vitu ambavyo tunafanya here, and I'm really proud of you, raising the Kenyan flag out there. But
for a few days I was arrested. I had not really arrested, kind of detained. You know,
here in Kenya?
Yes, it's when people tell you, hey, where's mama hapo tuangalie mambo yako. I was traveling from Diani to Mombasa and I had a Kenyan flag. in my
Car.
no, in my bag.
In your bag, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the ladies were checking my bag. So they found this Kenyan flag. And they said, why are you traveling with the Kenyan flag?
What?
I swear, man. So I told them I travel. I tried to explain to them. They didn't want to listen to me. They had to call the police. So I think the police they called, the police just told them, no, I think there's no problem. So they let me go. So things like that kind of scare me a lot, man. You know, in your home, like a Kenyan flag, man, you should be very proud. Like, for example, in America, if you go, people put flags in their houses, like everywhere.
And it's just okay.
It's very okay because it shows unajivunia. Even me, I walk with my Kenyan flag. Sometimes I go to places, I take that flag and take a picture because I feel proud as Kenyan. But man, coming home, I nearly got arrested, man, because I just had a Kenyan flag.
I was actually about to ask you that question before we end this conversation. Do you sometimes feel like you are celebrated so much outside your country than inside your country?
Yeah, that is it. But honestly, I don't need people to celebrate me. I just need people to create good environment for we young people, especially we young guys. We just came from university. We're just trying to survive and create money for our own and inspire others. Like government can just give us some kind of nice freedom or to support too. The things like drones is the guy. His name is the guy who used to fight with Eric Omondi. What is his name? He was the Ezekiel. He's the guy who created that law of drones. So, and now he leaves us with a lot of problems now. And those drones are very nice stuff, man. If for example, right now I can't even film Nairobi, this express highway.
The express highway, we have the new tallest building in Nairobi.
I cannot, man. I need a drone to do that. I'm always afraid, bro. Because you don't know, people will just harass you, maybe arrest you, think you're a terrorist. And that's my home. But if I go to San Francisco, I film the best bridges there. I do. I have them in my videos. So imagine you have more freedom outside than in your home. And just because people put rules, we understand the government is trying to curb terrorism and stuff, but they should also balance, bro. And they should not put money as a factor of you to have this access. Yes, like you have to pay 70,000 for you to get a license, drone license. No, bro. We are young kids. Your own kids will be in this same system that you are creating these rules for, and they cannot do anything. Yes. You know, most countries make very fine rules. You go to Mexico, people are living free, bro.
They're enjoying life.
Man, in Colombia, I fly drone when police are right there.
Wow.
Even they come and say, oh, so this is how you fly drone. But I cannot do it in Kenya. I have, like when I'm in Kenya, I don't use flights. Stumiangi ndege, because they're going to take my drone.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Even I don't use SGR.
How about when you're traveling, outside the country?
So it becomes tricky. Yes, it becomes tricky. It's always like, oh God, man, will I pass with this drone or not? And that's my home country. Even sometimes I don't want to come back home because I'm like, they may take my... One time they took my drone at the airport and getting it back was a problem. We already paid everything, but still the guy who's supposed to give us the drone refused to give us until we gave him like $30 US. I was with my ex-girlfriend.
I have a very funny story where a friend of mine actually bought a drone.
Yeah.
Paid for everything.
Yeah.
More than a year down the line, they've never touched the drone. It just got confiscated. It just got at the airport. Yeah.
So you see, and we are not like terrorists. We are just trying to create art. That's one thing the government needs to understand, man. That's actually one thing that kills me. And it's funny, I go to other people's country and I have all the freedom to do whatever I want, bro. Yes. So that's how you put your kids down here while other countries. It's technology the government should embrace. And we are not fighting the government. We're just trying to say, listen to us, Don't just put rules because you are the boss. What if tomorrow you're not there and your kid wants to do something that you really was against,
And a last question. What would you tell your younger self if you ever, you've traveled, you've done everything. What would you tell your younger self? Something that you wish you knew before you started?
My younger self, as growing, is
like, what is one thing you wish you knew when you started out that you're like, if I knew this right now, ningekuwa mbali sana?
To be honest, The way I see life is very different. I don't regret. And my younger self, I think I love my younger self because it has made me who I am today. So if I see that difference, I appreciate. Yani nakuwa na shukurani kwa moyo. Nasema Mungu asante. Nimetoka mbali sana. So I think that's the beauty of my younger self because I wore shoes when I was 11 years. And now I can buy any type of shoes I want. So you see that difference? So that makes me more appreciative more. Na pia mimi nimezaliwa kule kijijini ushamba. I love it the most because when I'm in these countries I'm like, bro, this is that guy. You know? So it gives me actually more fire. Like, bro, yes, this is it, bro. And also self-belief, you know? You have to believe in yourself. You have to know you're the best. Sometimes people say, who is the best YouTuber? I see those videos on YouTube. Even if they don't mention me or they mention me, I know I'm the best. Because when you know you're the best, every day you're just growing. Yes. And it's not to show other people that you're better than them. It's just to give yourself fire. Say, man, I'm a star and my star will shine no matter what I'm going. In America, naenda and boom, milango inafunguka. But if you say life is hard, mimi sijielewi, mazee, I need money, I need to know those guys ndio wako huko juu, maybe I need to meet Kenyan celebrity ndio wanisaidie. No, create yourself from the scratch and you'll be there. Wow. Yes. And also believing in God, you know. I believe in God. I don't believe in Jesus, I don't believe in Muhammad, I just believe in God. Just one God. Because you go to other people's country, you realize even they don't know what God is. They don't know even who Jesus is. But they are successful. They are doing so well. So I came down to just accept there is God and just believe in God.
But you pray?
Yeah, I do pray, but I don't like put my knees. I'm a guy who walks in the street and I close my eyes like 1 second and say, thank you, God, for today. Just like that. Or maybe I'm eating some nice food or stuff. I just say, thank you, God. I appreciate, I acknowledge, like, thank you. That's all I do.
Being grateful, yeah. Yes. Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. Quite an amazing conversation. Nimekuwa nikipiga story na I am _Marwa. I really do appreciate what you're doing, you know, for Kenya because I feel like you're doing it for us because if people see this person and they're like, oh, so he's from Kenya, at least you're putting us somewhere on the map.
Yes,
and I really appreciate that and I really wish you well. And na kuombea sana you achieve your dream ya could travel the whole world.
Asante sana. Yeah. And talking about for Kenya is true because hata nikipita immigration is a different country. The passport I present is a Kenyan. So let's say I'm in the Philippines, they just checked a Kenyan in. Tomorrow if you go as a Kenyan, it's easy for you to go in. Because they already saw some Kenyans travel there. But if we don't, I don't, for example, if there's nobody going to that country, they wonder, what did you come to do here? You know, huyo amefuata nini? Ndio today ona Mkenya yote anakuja hapa. Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much. For the last time, talk to your fans. Zungumza nao, waambie tu kitu, wamekuwa kusupport. Wengine, I'm sure kuna wengine uliwaona since day one, since you started, and they're still supporting you. What would you like to tell them?
So first to my fans is, if you're watching this interview, please subscribe to Presenter Ali. He's doing a great job. And also if you're watching this from, I'm going to share this video on my community tab. Please subscribe to our own here. And I want to thank you everybody out there, to the young people, young generation. Just keep being creative. You don't need people's support. You don't need the government. You don't need all those. You know, when you shift from blaming yourself to blaming others for not succeeding, you can never succeed. Always blame yourself. Say, what could I have done better? Yeah. Okay, this failed. Yeah, it's my friends who did it. But me as me, what could I have done better? So when you blame yourself, most of the time you grow because you become smarter. Yes, so that is it. My fans out there, thank you so much for subscribing to Presenter Ali right here before this interview ends. Yes, bye bye.
Asante sana. Mimi ni Presenter Ali, your entertainment PA. This has been an eye-opening interview to me. Natumai kwamba pia imekufunza mawili au matatu. Behind the camera ni mwanangu nguvu anaitwa Jerizo, na siku zote ukitaka kufanikiwa usipende kusifiwa. I'll see you guys in the next video. Amazing.